No, you do not need to live in a rain barrel like Diogenes or become a Buddhist monk. Hi everyone, it's Sophie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to take you guys behind the scene of how I shoot my videos and also how I run this channel as my own business. So it's been almost 1 year since I started this channel. I think it was June 20th, 2020 to be exact. And in the 11 months, I was able to go from 0 subscribers to 160,000 subscribers, which I still cannot believe. I know there are other channels out there who grow a lot faster in their subscriber count, but a successful channel is really far beyond just a number. To me, it means having a strong community of like-minded people, being able to produce videos consistently on a weekly basis, and also being able to sustain myself monetarily while making these videos. And in that definition, I feel like I am on the right path, and I'm happy to share with you guys my journey. If you are thinking about starting a channel, maybe you already have a channel, or you're just curious about how I make my videos, then this video is for you. I have divided the video into 6 different parts, and I will leave the different timestamps in the description below. So without further ado, let's get started. With anyone who hesitates on starting, I really didn't know how to get started and also didn't know what kind of content I would be making. But somewhere down the rabbit hole of my YouTube research, I came across some really good advice, and I forget who it is, but they said, try to make content that you would watch. And at the time, we were going through home renovation. We had just bought this house and I wanted to document the process anyways. So I just went that extra step of uploading it onto YouTube. Now, I thought that was the hardest part, is just pressing upload and getting started, but I didn't even think about the fact that I would have to be in front of the camera. First few of my videos, I felt so awkward. I wasn't sure if my personality and how I speak would be right for YouTube. I just had so many doubts, hesitations, and insecurities that would kind of come to the surface when I was editing my videos. Honestly, I still don't feel very natural or 100% myself speaking into a camera in a room by myself, but it's just one of those things that you have to push past to get to where you want to be. And that's exactly what YouTube was for me. It was a personal challenge. I wanted to see if I can do it, if I can make something of it and make this into my business. I think it was my video, Guide to Slow Living. That's when things kind of turned around for me. And this video started gaining traction. I was gaining a little bit of audience. The first time that gave me hope that YouTube could be a full-time job for me. And that was really exciting. So before we move on to the next section, I do want to say thank you to today's sponsor, Grammarly. Thank you to Grammarly for sponsoring today's video. Grammarly is a digital writing assistant that supports clear and effective communication. I think it's great that they offer different plans suited for different needs. The free version has grammar and spelling checks for everyday writing, but I use their premium version with the advanced features because most of my writing is for my work. I really appreciate the additional features like checking for my word choices or rephrasing my sentences, which really helps me to polish and refine my writing. Grammarly's writing assistant works across multiple platforms and devices. I use the Chrome browser extension to write my emails and write my video scripts on Google Docs. It saves me so much time and it takes the pressure off from making a mistake, which is a huge help. Save time on your work and emails with Grammarly. Go to grammarly.com/malamalife to sign up for a free account and get 20% off Grammarly Premium today to help you save time and work more efficiently. I didn't take any specific courses on how to grow my YouTube, but I did study and research a lot about the YouTube algorithm. One thing that I always try to keep in mind is that YouTube is a search engine. So I'm always thinking, what are people searching in terms of slow living and minimalism? And really, you can take the thought process out of it. There are ways to find out. Like, the easiest way is just typing it on Google and you can see what other people are searching on that specific topic. You can find other creators who are in that niche and go to their most popular videos and see what people like and what people are watching. Of course, that is not to copy their exact video, but just to get inspiration and to make it your own. I think that's a really good starting point to build your own library of videos. So if someone randomly watches your video, clicks on it, and they enjoy it, they can come back to your channel and you will have a whole library of videos that they can binge watch, and maybe they will decide to stay. Let's talk about scripting and planning out the video, because I think for me, this honestly takes the longest time. I don't use any fancy apps or any organization method, at least not for now. I'm using Google Docs to write all of my scripts and it works just fine. I have a list of video ideas that I want to create for the future, and also the ones that you guys suggest I will add to the list, but it still takes a lot of time to expand on that topic, research, coming up with the title, the tags. There's a quote that I read from a Japanese artist who said, "Don't hold back on those great ideas in fear that you will run out. The ideas will always come." I always try to remember that quote because I don't want to limit myself and my creativity because I'm scared that I'm going to run out of ideas if I make enough videos. I really want to expand myself and grow as a person and have this channel develop as I'm developing. And I think that's the only genuine way that I can stay true to you guys and also to myself. The question that I get asked the most is about my gear and how I film. I started this whole channel with my point and shoot, and I still love that thing. I love it because it's compact. I can just put it in my fanny pack and I will have it whenever I need it. But once I started to monetize my channel and started growing in subscriber count and also in income, I knew that I wanted to invest that money back into my business and get better equipment. So now I have my main camera that I am filming on. It's my Sony a7 III. I have two main lenses for it. I think the one that I use 99% of the time is the 24-70. And for the other specialty shots, I have my 100 to 400 millimeters. Most of my shots have a frame rate of 24 frames per second, shutter speed of 1/48, and that is to achieve the most natural looking motion blur. My slow motion shots are 60 frames per second, shutter speed of 1/20 to get that same beautiful motion blur. I always have an ND filter on when I'm shooting outside, which is kind of like sunglasses for my camera. I have my old tripod that works just fine, and I also have the DJI Mavic Pro for all of my drone shots. Nice. I'm so steady, see? Ah! To make it a little bit more interesting to the viewer, I always try to get 3 different angles, 3 different perspectives for the same scene. So I could be just on my laptop, but I will have a wide angle and I will zoom in to get the details. Honestly, I feel like you do not need to have a mirrorless camera or a DSLR to get started. You can just shoot with your phone. I feel like most people have a decent phone nowadays with a really good camera, and you can start your channel with that and upgrade as you advance in your subscribers or you're in your channel. I think Casey Neistat said it best. He said, "The best camera is the one that you have," and I couldn't agree with him more. let's talk about how I edit my videos. I use a software called DaVinci Resolve, and it's a free software that is incredibly powerful. You can do so many things with it, and I'm very, very happy with the choice. Before getting into videography and filmmaking, I kind of had a background on photography. I had an Instagram and I was learning how to use the camera, the different settings, and also photo editing, which helped incredibly when I went into video making. So every footage is a little bit different because of the lighting or because of the settings. So I don't use a LUT for all of my videos. I try to look at each scene and kind of tweak and adjust as I go, but I do try to keep in mind what I want my viewers to feel when they watch my videos. And that is to have a really warm, vintage, maybe kind of a cinematic feel. And I try to keep those words in mind when I am editing my videos. Music is very important, of course. Something that I learned recently is to not overdo it. I can use it as a tool to really set the mood or evoke emotion or to enhance what I'm saying. So those are, just things that I'm learning as I'm going, and I'm just experimenting with each video. Different people have different purposes of being on YouTube. For some people, it might be just a social media, or they might want to just document their lives. But a lot of people, including myself, we use YouTube as a business. And I am really thankful for you guys. Some of you understand why I put ads in my videos, why I take on these sponsorship opportunities. It's because that it really helps me as a creator to get paid for the work that I do. Now, there are definitely misconceptions about YouTube and having it as a career. I think people think that it's just fun and exciting and that's it. But there's a lot more behind the scenes. Work is work. I spend about 10 hours behind a laptop every day trying to edit, doing admin, cleaning up files, just like any other job. But the difference is that I really enjoy what I'm doing. I really love being able to go and scout for new locations, to be able to share with you guys, to be able to reply back to your comments and connect with different people. It makes everything else really worth it. And I'm really grateful, so grateful to have this opportunity to make videos. And I can only thank you guys. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Leave me any questions that you have in the comments below. I hope that you guys take care, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.